Ranking up in Valorant can be quite hard for some players.
No! God, please, no! No!
It mainly depends on whether the player has past FPS experience or not. I have no FPS experience whatsoever, and getting Immortal is quite hard to reach yourself. I will be giving you guys some crucial points and tips on how you can rank up just like me. Now remember, just because I hit Immortal does not mean that I'm a good player at all. I'm not even comparable to Radiance. But the point of this video is to show how I progressed from PLAT 3 to Immortal 1 in one act. The topics I am going to be covering in this guide are a good warm-up routine, some tips for duelists, and some tips on how you should be taking your gunfights. First, let's go through my warm-up routine. If you really want to rank up, I would recommend to do wrist exercises just to get the blood to the hands. This will make your aim feel a lot better and smoother. My first warm-up routine consists of having a sheriff and going into easy mode. What you now do is you face the other way of the bots, and the moment they pop up using your audio, you want to turn around and try and one-tap them. This will train your auditory senses, along with your hand-eye coordination to see how far you can go with 180. Now, you want to get a Guardian and put the difficulty to medium. Don't rush this one, as you need to take your time when you get the headshots. Make sure to keep aiming back to the middle after you kill each bot. Now you want to use your aim down sight and keep going backwards. This will train your micro flicks. Now get a Vandal or Phantom and go into hard mode. I only recommend doing this once a day. The only times I really do this is when my hands are really cold and I need to warm them up fast. The reason I don't recommend doing this too often is because it will ruin your muscle memory of aiming slow and smooth. Now, getting faster aim can definitely help in some scenarios, but in some scenarios, having this fast reaction time isn't always good. After you have done all that, pick Jet and use your ult. Make sure to dash, updraft, and do all that stuff. This will train your crosshair placement on all maps, as you get an idea of where the bots can be. Make sure to hold down left click and keep trying to switch between bots. The longer you do this for, the more better your tracking will get over time. Now, I really recommend doing deathmatches. Deathmatches are probably the best warm-ups you can ever do in Valorant. The amount of gunfights that you will take can drastically help you improve your crosshair placement, your shot time firing, and your one-taps. People say that you need to unbind crouch. I don't think that's necessary. Unless you have a really bad problem of crouching, then it's not really required. People keep saying that crouching is really bad for you. It's not bad for you unless you use it wrong. You need to know how to use your crouch right. And notice how I don't spray for too long either. Do remember to use sheriffs during deathmatches. They can really help. And just make sure you don't camp in deathmatch and be this idiot. And remember, keep using A and D to peek and unpeek. This is called juggle peeking. Yes, you might not get the very best teammate, so you might be playing a bit worse than usual. But what the most important thing is that you keep learning from all your losses. For example, in this game right here that I played, 37-17 with Reyna, I was doing really good. I was getting all my picks, I was doing all my gunfights really well. But the only problem was, I couldn't hold on for my teammates. One thing I definitely learned from this game was that as a duelist, especially as Reina or Jet, you should be playing more up towards main and denying their entry or making at least a 5v4. Because if you're on the back of site, then things could get messy. And I'll show you some examples. Now, this Reina is doing wrong is she is playing back site. This leaves all the space in main and site open just to take. Now, what that Reina is doing is better than being back site. Crouching in a corner is really bad. What you can do better is play this angle, or, an even better thing, is play this angle. This angle, in my opinion, is probably the best as you can get a kill, dismiss out, and 5v4.